Welcome again. I'm going to talk about a different topic. It's about measurement. In general, we prefer to talk about measurement in the final part of conferences because you will learn about lots of things about SEO, and then the last point is measuring the success. So it's a bit early, but I hope that you will like it. Today I'm going to talk about creating an insane SEO dashboard in 10 steps. So let me introduce myself first. There's a hidden logo. I'm a founder of Zio, which is the formerly SEO Zio. It's a consultancy company which is based in Istanbul and have an office in Ankara. We are helping the many clients, well-known brands like Hepsi Burada, MXAPT, and Marcafoni, and we're proud to announce it. And I am also working as a judge at US and European Search Awards with Judith. And I'm also part of Zeocracy, our unique management style and company, and also I'm SEO strategist. And these are the brands we work together, and I think that's enough to talk about me. So most of the people is saying that online marketing is not that much hard and online marketing is easy. Yes, it might be, but online marketing was easy, I think, because in these days, when I started SEO in 2007, we just have just few amount of metrics we have, and we are just looking for new visits, we are looking for the backlinks we earned, and this kind of stuff. And after then, just seeing that the green bar is increasing, we are saying that, yay, we just made it, and we just win the situation. But it was easy in 2007, and the game is changing so fast, and the KPIs were like this, just the positions, the backlinks, the organic traffics, and that's all. But in this situation, the online marketing and SEO is changing in 2016. So we have lots of KPIs. Maybe you can find lots of blog posts about SEO KPIs, but just run away because today I'm going to talk about 30 different online marketing SEO KPIs to discuss. But there are lots of KPIs I want to talk, and I don't want to make you bored, so I add some satisfying gifts to help you to be engaged to my presentation. So I really don't keep myself out to watching it. Probably you will watch for 5 times minimum. You know, the analytics, and we are just focusing on the similar metrics like everybody visits page views and how many people converts by coming from organic channel, and then average cart value of organic channel, a bounce rate, and engagement metrics. And then in search intelligence part is a bit different. You might need to use a way more different tools. Most of them are paid tools. Mainly we are using SEO Monitor for keyword rankings, difficulty, and opportunity. Maybe you might consider to know about that, how many PPC budget we save after then increasing SEO rankings. Also, it's another case to just calculate return on investment of SEO. So the CTR of SERP and the impressions and this kind of metrics and blah, blah. And also, there are lots of web level metrics. They are mainly backlinks and the social signals, and we are just approaching them in a different way. So I will also continue to talk about it. But if we just look on all of them, there are 30 different metrics, and it's really hard to focusing all of them. And the early days of just focusing on 3 metrics are just going back, and then we need to focus to today's SEO. So I'm going to talk about something like this, but if you just need to follow all these metrics, you need to work like crazy. And it's not only working hard, but also it's just a typical days of digital marketers. We are just surfing between the Google Analytics page, and if you are using Omnichannel and WebTrack and something like this, and it's just a typical day of digital marketer. And also, I know that it's not that much funny because we also need to wait too much time, and it's also decreasing our productivity by many ways. So because of just waiting this loading bar, if you are working with a website which has more than 1 million traffic in a day, you will face with this more and more. And some of my clients are even not using Google Analytics because of the high delays. Even they are using the premium version of Google Analytics. And then after them working that much, it's possible to be burnout. And these burnouts results might not be good, and it can be destroy our work. So we need to learn about dashboards to eliminate the waste of time in Google Analytics and the search intelligence tools and the web level metrics and lots of things and lots of things. So we just need to see all the metrics in the same page and analyze all the metrics together. So there are mainly three different ways of creating your own dashboard. The first one is the most known, is the Excel dashboards, because it's easy to make. And then if you're able to just connect them API, it can go the real time, and then just refresh the data in each minute, and it's possible. And if you have a talented developers or outsourced software company, we have an amazing one, 35 Labs. Standalone apps is also a great choice for you. You can do it, and then cloud softwares. But the Excel dashboard has some disadvantages, and they are not portable and not mobile friendly. If you even send one Excel dashboard to your client, and if their Excel version is just 1 point different than any other version, mainly it's not working. And it's really nice because you no need to leave from your favorite tool, but it also has some disadvantages. And if you're interested in Excel dashboards and SEO Zone 14 speakers, Annie Cushing has an amazing course in here. You might consider to have this dashboard. We bought it and then take in our agency. We really love it. I strongly recommend it. So another way is creating the standalone apps. And in here, as a Turkish marketer, I cannot say that we are always working with the best developers. We really unlucky in this situation until to finding the correct partner. But if you have a great software team, you can also create your standalone app to track all the digital marketing metrics. But if you don't have, you can just follow Upwork. There are a few amount of talented people over there, and just need to be, you need to be a very picky. So the Upwork is, also there are lots of experienced people in Google Analytics dashboard creation. So you can get that information over there. And then cloud softwares. I think it's the easiest way to use because you are just connecting your Google Analytics account, your Google Search Console account, and then grab all the data together. And just the small disadvantages, you need to pay monthly, but you know the software as a service tools and just not that much expensive, so you might be willing to pay for it. There is two different options, Clipfolio and Kaifi. And my main option is Clipfolio in this case because it's easy to use, and I will continue to talk about Clipfolio, and we will get our hands dirty with just a small workshop in this left 35 minutes. So Clipfolio is an amazing tool. I'm not the marketing manager or not the affiliate like Judith. Because there isn't any URL. Maybe you just mask the URL by the affiliate link and then sharing in SlideShare. You are coming from Black Hat background and we can expect it. I'm just kidding. And the Clipfolio is an amazing tool. I'm not getting any commission. Even they had a Rand Fishkin dashboard in here. So they just get some inspiration from Rand's Whiteboard Friday videos and then create a dashboard over there. So I will just skip it because I hate to follow easy way because just doing the manual stuff and then focusing on what you exactly really need to have is the best option. So let's do things manually. And in this situation, build a custom clip button is not the most entertaining one, but I hope that you will like it. In these 10 steps, I will use different data points. The first one is Google Analytics, for sure. And if we are talking about SEO and the Search Console and the Search Analytics is mandatory, so I will also mention about it. And then the SEO Monitor, not only being the main sponsor, but also we are using them for 2 years. They're amazing. And then we will use their API, and we will use some SEMrush API, and Searchmetrics API, and Moz API, and some Google AdWords data. And there is a great software, and not software, just like a script, but which is just published by Mihai. He's also here. Just published a great article in Moz about it, and we will use it. And then Siri Interactive's SEO Toolbox is just a bit old, but it's still working in sometimes. So, and then we push all the data in Clipfolio. And so in here we have all the API keys of these tools. That's why I'm very confident to talk about it, but maybe you might consider to skip some of them. So let's continue one by one. The first one is Google Analytics, and we spent too much time in Google Analytics, and then Clipfolio also considered this, and then said that, okay, Yiğit, I have a solution for Google Analytics, and it's not only the just standalone solution, but also they import some KPIs for you. You can even just click on here and then say that, show my blog subscribers in real time, or my conversion funnel, or the organic traffics I get, the landing page performance of organic searches. They are all ready to use. And you can also create your own, but there are lots of opportunity in here, and then this scroll page is so long. So you might consider to just adding some of them. And I have created something sample for you. And in here, you will see that there is some audience metrics of Digital Zone website. I love transparency. As you can see in here, you can just filter the data according to your needs, not like Google Analytics. You just need to pick the start date and the end date, and it's just easy to use the last 7 days, 30 days, 30, 65 days, and it completely depends on you. And after that, you can even connect your Pingdom and Google Analytics, and you can see your speed performance, and you can see your adverse keyword performance, and lots of things more and more. And even for the organic perspective, there are great metrics to catch it in here. And so I strongly recommend you to use Clipfolio, and I will share my dashboards in end of this presentation. So the second part of this situation is just connecting your Google Search Console data. There is a great amount of data behind of search analytics, and I think that it's one of the most underrated SEO tools in the world. So you just need to focus more over there. Clipfolio has also Google Search Console integration, and you can see something different in here. And I think in Search Law in last year, Larry Kim has a great speech about the rank brain, and he mainly focused on increasing CTRs of Search Console page, and said that the well-performing pages are unicorn and less performing pages are donkeys, and you need to optimize donkeys to survive from Google's algorithms, and mainly brain rank. So saying brain rank is much more cooler, like Gary said. That's why most of the people say brain rank instead of Google algorithms. So after then importing your data, you will see a great chart like this. The Clipfolio automatically aggregates your click-to-rate ratios from all the keywords you have, and then saying that, okay, Yiğit, in the third position of your keywords, you will get 25% of click-to-rate. So according to this average, it automatically goes into your account, and then comparing that, okay, Yiğit, you are not listing, you are listing in third position in home tech tablets, but the CTR needs to be 40%, but your CTR is 7%. There is just 37% of gap between of these numbers, and it means that your page does not look like so sexy, and you need to optimize this page to be much more attention catchy. So by using this data, you can increase your CTR rates in Search Console, and it really helps you a lot. And also, it helps you to show some search position improvement opportunities. And you are saying that, Clipfolio, just show me the keywords I have the positions between 11 to 15. So it means that they are on the second page, but on the top part of second page. And if you even just make a small optimization on this page, you can jump on the first page and get much more better CTRs, and it might be beneficial for you. And it's just two metrics you can use in Clipfolio, but it's not enough for us. In this case, we need to be, as a 2016 marketers, we need to be a much more techie and geeky and needs to learn about APIs. But I can easily say that, like I said, I'm a dropout student of Bilkent. My department was about computer science, but I couldn't manage to complete it because of just starting SEO. But I can just a bit understand about APIs language, but I'm sure that you can surely understand that. But when I firstly getting my attention on the first API, it likes the language of aliens, and it will be a bit tough in the first step, but you will get used to. In the APIs, if you don't know what the meaning of APIs, it means that the languages of computer programs, and they are just talking between of them by using this language, which means API. And if you are able to use the APIs, you can connect different services. In here, Google is disclosing that here is my Search Console API, and here is how my tool is speaking. And if you use just these rules, you can also talk with my tool as well. You can get my data into your tool as well. So it's a great opportunity. And if you're able to use just this Search Console API, you can also reach more and more limits than an ordinary user gets when it comes to fetching data. In here, what I do in Clipfolio, there is a great feature which is Clip Editor. You can just get the data from the APIs. What I do in here, as you can see in query URL, is the URL which is disclosed by the Google, and Google says that if you say to this URL, say that just show SEO search analytics query for starting days 10 October to the 15 October. I want to see the pages, and the row limit is 2050, which means that I want to get 2050 best performing pages on the SERP. I just want to see it. After then, taking an answer from the Google, Clipfolio helps you to put them into table. If you mind, you can use a line chart, P chart, etc., lots of things. Just put it on the table, and after then putting it on the table, you can also create some indicators. And by using these indicators, you can easily say that if the position is greater than 5, just show this in the red color. If it's just lesser than 5, show it in the green color. And you can also colorize your data and then make it easy to understand for sure. And then by using this data, you can just import this to your dashboard, and this data will be updated just in 1 minute. And you can also specify according to the preferences in the tool. So it's a great thing, and if you're able to do it, you will really like it. Just learn to use APIs. You might firstly consider to research about JSON, G-S-O-N. After then understanding that, I'm sure that you can able to connect some APIs. And another step is connecting SEO Monitor. SEO Monitor is a great tool which helps us in search intelligence, and we can get our organic traffic, keyword positions, and keyword opportunities, and lots of data. So in here, I'm just opening SEO Monitor API documentation and then seeing that, okay, there are some responses just returned back to me, and I will say that just site ID, which is a unique ID of any project in the SEO Monitor, so date, start, and end, and it gives me back to the data. And I also just customize the data request from Clip Editor, and then saying that, yes, my query is like this, the start date, end date, and my authorization code, which is blurred. And then it also helps you to get your own data. In this case, I just fetch my brand and non-brand ratio and by exact numbers, and included it my own dashboard to just continue to track this data. And also you can fetch your all keyword rankings, just change keyword data in the URL, and then you can get something like this, which comes from one of our clients. So you can even create some kind of dashboards by just using SEO Monitor's data. And it's also valid for the SEMrush. They have an API documentation. You will read it and get it, and then just posting data to the Clipfolio again. But in this case, it's not returning in JSON, returning in CSV. And then I can just get this data and create a dashboard like this. It's really easy to use. And also, you can continue to use APIs, but I will not continue to talk about it because it's like a bit techy and boring for some people. So I will continue to talk about the opportunities of Clipfolio. And also, there is a deep integration of search metrics in here. If you are using search metrics, you have some credits of API. I'm not sure about the essential package, but the suite package is included. And after then, just entering here, as you can see, you can just see the estimated search value, which means that if I bring this traffic to my website with using AdWords, how much money I need to pay to Google. It's a great metric to sell to your clients, and because we are doing SEO, and for most of the clients, return on investment calculation of SEO is really tough. So you can use these metrics, and you can even list your winning keywords and lots of data, and it really helps you a lot. So after then spending 5 minutes in Clipfolio, I also create a dashboard like this. As you can see, I made a research for to rank, and there is your visibility is shown, the competitor situation is shown, the winning keywords of Terang and their competitors. You can get all this data in real time. Just set up for one time, and then you will get this data in every time you log into the Clipfolio. And also you can get some data from Moz API. They have a native integration. In this native integration, you can just get the backlinks, and these APIs are mainly Mozscape's API, which is the link index of Moz. And by just selecting your metrics in here, you can create something like this in here. Like you see, I'm just seeing my current numbers in green, and then my competitors are listed in the table below. So it also helps you a lot, and it's not only SEO, but also AdWords, and even you can use AdWords data for your SEO purposes to understand that which keywords converts much more better than any other keywords. We are doing this in many of our clients in keyword research process. Connecting PPC and SEO is crucial for big campaigns. So in Google AdWords, and they have a deep integration as well, and you can just add the campaign performance, click-through rate, and specific keywords, and best converting keywords as well. And it really helps you to understand that, okay, in this season, people are just buying T-shirts, and then it converts really well white T-shirt keywords in my website, and you will see this data dynamically. You will see in this screenshot is just one snapshot, but if you're able to log in for Clipfolio in any time, you will get the updated data in each time. So it is really good option, and if you are an SEO like me, and if your main expertise is not PPC, please consider to use PPC data. I really skipped this data for long years, but after then seeing the real benefits of PPC data, I really get stick on. And then the eighth step, I will talk about the search analytics for sheets. Like I said, the Mihai is here. He just published a great article in Moz, and in this blog, he also make the launch of the new keyword research tool. And this keyword research tool help you to get your search console data, search analytics data. It's like this, creating a sidebar in your website, in your Google Sheets. And in default, you can just fetch 1,000 data. But by using APIs, you can get up to 5,000 data, which means a lot for big clients. So as you can see, I just asked that show me the queries break down by page and date. As you can see, and how many clicks I get in 17 October by SEO Zone keyword is 10 click. And I can see all the details like this. And I can also change the metrics and request the data to do refreshment. So it automatically updates my Google Sheet. And how can I use this in the Google to create a dashboard in Clipfolio? It's just an easy way because there is a great opportunity. These guys are also connected with Google Drive. And if you're able to connect your Search Console data spreadsheet, which is supported by Mihai's tool, you can even import this data into your dashboards. And if you just backing up your data by using these Google Sheets, it will help you a lot, and it will be amazing. So the last part is using Siri Interactive's SEO Toolbox. So in here, we are just doing, it helps us to fetch the data from the different data points. Like you see, it's a bit old tool, but you can just understand this by seeing that there is written SEO MOS, which is MOS for 3 years. But it's still working in some perspectives. If you're just able to get some data from the different services into Google Sheets, you can still import it to your dashboards. And finally, Clipfolio. And all the data comes together in the one warehouse, and then you analyze the data. It's the best part of this work. You can do lots of things in Clip Editor. You can just create indicators and then specify your properties, and there are lots of different views and components like pie charts, line charts, and even you can do retention charts for using different purposes. And this indicator feature is amazing, like I said to you. And also you can use a branding option, and it's not the best way, but you can also white label this service and saying that it's my own dashboard to your clients, if you mind. It's also another prestigious part of it. And then you create your final data, and you will have a dashboard like this. You will see all the data you need for one website. In our agency, we start to create a project to migrate all the client data into this project, and our consultants can easily see the big picture. If there is a traffic drop, maybe it might be just because of the page speed problem, and maybe you couldn't see this page speed problem when you visit the website, but nobody just get reminded that, okay, maybe this traffic drops comes from, or organic visit drops come from the weak performance on the web or mobile side. So it really helps you. You can connect many sites, and you can also have different dashboards as well. And then it's easy to share. You can also show your talents to your clients, and you need to get benefit of these dashboards. And like I said, I have many dashboards on my hand right now, so I really want to share this with you, but it's not ready yet. I hope to disclose it in this week. So if you're able to just drop me a line, you get at zio.org. I'm a really friendly replier on the most of the cases. Just drop me a line, and I will let you know when I'm ready to share my all dashboards for you. And that's my presentation, and thank you for listening. And if you have any question, I will be happy to answer. I'm sorry, because I really forget to bring some chocolates. Judith, can I borrow from you? You said that I have 15 and you get 5 questions. If you don't prefer to give 3 chocolates for each question, I can take your chocolates. Thank you. I have 10 chocolates. And I offer 5 chocolates for 1 question. It's the rule of economy, you know. Yes, please. Yeah, please, Tom.
So you created these dashboards for all of your projects for your consultants to look at. Do you ever use Clipfolio or anything like that to create dashboards for your clients to look at? Or is that too dangerous to let them look at directly?
Sharing client data with Clipfolio, you said?
Yeah, so to share with the clients, so you create a dashboard that they can look at.
There are two ways to share your dashboards. In Clipfolio, the first one is public sharing. It's free. But if you mind to share your data in private environment, you can also protect it by password. And you are completely right. Just imagine that we are working with the largest e-commerce brand in Turkey, and the all data is just disclosed in one URL. And if somebody able to find this URL and can get the entire data. In our agency, we prefer to use Clipfolio in our own CNAME. It's like reports.zio.org, and then you can reach these dashboards by just entering your own password, and your data is private on the Clipfolio servers. I hope so. I know they get many investments before, so it's a big company, and it might even Dropbox is hacked, and it's possible, but we hope so. And I think that is safe by this situation. You get your 5 chocolate. If you don't ask question, I will ask a question to myself to get these 5 chocolates, okay? Is it acceptable, Judith? Yiğit, will you get any commissions from Clipfolio? No. Okay, thank you so much for listening to me. We will take a bit longer coffee break, so I hope that you enjoyed. The last reminder, if you want to ask any question to speakers and a bit shy to ask, you can directly send a DM to Digital Zone 16 account, so we will answer your question. So please send your all questions as DM to Digital Zone 16 account. Another reminder, our hashtag is not Digital Zone 16. Our hashtag is Digital Zone. If you're able to send by Digital Zone, you will increase your luck to get tickets, and or even increasing our chance to get trend topic. Thanks.